Hi there, it's Tony Cho with Hand of the Day from Friday the 4th of June. And here we have Roger sitting west and Annette against Steve and Julia. And so four pretty good players. And this is an interesting hand for a number of different reasons. So the first question is, should Annette open this sort of hand with a weak two? Now, in the olden days, there was an argument that said you shouldn't do that because with four spades, you might miss a spade fit in the east-west hands. But I think things have moved on, and opening two hearts is now fairly normal with this sort of hand. The disruption you cause the opposition, and there are two of them, is more than you lose by not finding a spade fit when there is one. So I think two hearts is the right call here. The other big advantage of opening two hearts here is that if you go pass to Roger, he knows that you don't have a six-card suit and responding values in diamonds, hearts or spades because you'd have opened a weak two. And therefore, the bidding becomes simpler from the third in hand opener because he knows that you can't be that, have that longer suit. So there we go. Well, unless you can't have that longer suit and responding values. So let's just wander around the table. So Julia passes. She's got 10 points. Nothing exciting about this. Perhaps if she had a singleton heart and four spades, that would be worth the double, but not this hand. And now Roger's got a decision now. So what's Roger going to do? So you can, with this sort of hand, if Steve hadn't passed and gone two hearts pass, I think you'd be raising to three hearts in a fairly automatically. Your values, or half your values, are in your partner's suit, and you want to get in the way quickly. You just need to make one more trick at this vulnerability and lose. Even if you make 7 tricks and lose 100, that's pretty good news. And north-south will find it very difficult to intervene successfully. So that would be what you do. But Roger's being a bit sneaky here, and he's obviously noticed that Steve's already passed, and he's hoping Steve hasn't the wherewithal to bid. I think it's unlikely knowing Steve, but there we go. So what does Steve do? And several people didn't do this. Steve has almost perfect double here. Now, the reason why you should double with this hand is because of several reasons. First of all, partner may have passed with a heart stack. Say if partner's got a 13 count with king jack to four hearts, she would have no option but to pass the two heart opening bid. She knows she got 13. She knows Steve's only got 11 at the most, and probably 10 is the most he can have. So there's no chance of game. So looking at four hearts, she'd pass and think, oh, that's all right. But Steve has got exactly the perfect sort of hand to reopen with a double, because if there was 13, if it did split 13 in the south hand, that would be ideal. You'd have a couple of club tricks, probably a diamond trick, and a couple of heart tricks in the south hand, and south has still got another 9 points to make some tricks with. So I think south would be value for passing here. As it happens, obviously Annette passes because that's what she should do, and then Julia hasn't got that hand. She's got a hand with diamonds, so she bids 3 diamonds. Perfectly good contract. Comes close to making, but now Roger bids 3 hearts. So there we go. So let's look at all the hands. So as you can see, 3 diamonds isn't a bad contract. You've got a heart to lose, a spade to lose, and then it's a question of how many diamonds or whatever you lose. I would think you probably can get away with just going. You've got some things to do, but I think you get away with making or perhaps one off. East-west. Now you have no problem in making 3 hearts. You've just got a spade, a diamond, and 2 clubs to lose. So that's pretty straightforward, really. So what happened on the board? Now, 2 pairs passed, and they shared a bottom for that. You can see what happens, can't you? It gets round to Roger's hand, and Roger hasn't got the wherewithal to open, and therefore zero for well, joint 0 for those that passed. Everybody else played in hearts and made 9 tricks, except for one pair who bid 4 hearts and made 10, but that was a little bit of a horror show from the defence, so we'll avoid looking at that. But I like this one because this was the only pair to play in 3 hearts, and that's because of Steve's good double with the north hand. So questions you have to sort out with your partner. Do you open weak 2s with a 6-card suit and 4 cards in a major? And then with a north hand, that's ideal double. Make sure you do that sort of thing when it comes down to you. You're in what's called the protective position. So this is the time where you borrow a king from your partner. If Steve borrows a king, he's got 13 points and a shortage in hearts. So the double is the right thing to do. And of course, Julia will recognize what he's doing and sort that out. And of course, Steve's already passed, so she knows he can't have too many points. So that's Tony shared with Hand of the Day from Friday, the 4th of June. Thanks very much for watching.